This is EMS TV and you are watching EMS English News, and here are today's top stories. India has successfully tested the Pinaka long-range guided rocket at the Integrated Test Range in Chandipur, Odisha. The rocket accurately hits its target at a user-defined range of 60 kilometers. The Defense Ministry said the weapons completed all planned flight maneuvers and followed its expected path with excellent precision. The entire test was closely monitored by range tracking systems. The Pinaka long-range guided rocket was developed by the Armament Research and Development Establishment with support from other defense research and development organization laboratories. The successful test is another major step in strengthening India's indigenous defense capabilities. A new wave of violence has emerged in Manipur, where tension have shifted from the Meitei-Kuki conflict to clashes between the Naga and Kuki communities. Officials say at least 25 people have been killed since February, with Ukhrul becoming the main hotspot. The recent attack on an Assam rifle convoy, in which 2 soldiers lost their life, is believed to be linked to this conflict. Naga villagers have accused the Assam rifle of failing to secure the India-Myanmar border and allowing armed groups to cross into India. Security forces remain on high alert as efforts continue to prevent further violence. The death toll in the building collapse in Delhi has risen to 4. The under-construction building collapsed in Rohini Sector 26 on July 8. Rescue teams pulled one worker alive from the debris during the operation. The survivor has been identified as 32-year-old Saddam, also known as Ravi, and he is receiving medical treatment. Teams from the NDRF, Delhi Fire Service, TPDDL and other agencies carried out joint rescue operation. 3 victims have been identified, while the 4th victim is yet to be identified. Police have registered an FIR and started an investigation. Debris removal and search operations are still continuing. A vigilance raid at the Lucknow home of a retired Assistant Regional Transport Officer or ARTO has uncovered huge assets. During a nearly 26-hour search, officials recovered about 13 kilograms of gold, 9 kilograms of silver and diamond jewelry. The jewelry is estimated to be worth around Rs 20 crore. The team also found cash worth about Rs 1.62 crore hidden inside vaults in a packet kept in different rooms. Documents related to 15 houses, flats and agricultural land were also seized. Vigilance officials estimate the total value of the recovered assets at around Rs 35 crore. An investigation is underway. The United States carried out fresh air strikes on Iran late Wednesday night, raising tension in the region. According to United States Central Command, around 90 military targets were hit. The strikes targeted air defense system, missile and drone storage sites, surveillance centers, naval facilities and military logistic bases. Iranian media reported that 3 people were killed in the attacks. US President Donald Trump said he remains at the top of Iran's alleged hit list. The latest strikes have increased concern over a wider regional conflict and possible retaliation by Iran. India and Australia have signed a major agreement on uranium supply during Prime Minister Narendra Modi's visit to Melbourne. Australian Prime Minister Anthony Albanese said Australia will supply uranium to support India's clean energy goals. Both countries will also work together on artificial intelligence, quantum computing, semiconductors, cybersecurity and critical minerals. A space tracking terminal will be built on the Cocos Island to support India's Gaganyaan mission. The 2 leaders said this agreement will strengthen defense trade, technology, energy and space cooperation between the 2 nations. India's stock market opened higher today. The Sensex gained more than 500 points and was trading near the 77,000 mark. The Nifty also climbed around 150 points to trade above 24,050. A strong buying was seen in consumer durable and banking stocks, boosting overall market sentiment. Most sectoral indices traded in the green, showing positive investors' confidence. Market experts say buying by investors and positive global signals supported the rally. Investors are now watching corporate earning and global market trends for further direction. The first quarter-final of the 2026 FIFA World Cup will be played tonight. France will take on Morocco at Boston Stadium. The match will begin at 1:30 am. French striker Kylian Mbappe has scored 7 goals in this World Cup. Lionel Messi is leading the Golden Boot race with 8 goals. If Mbappe scores in this match, he will move ahead of Messi's in the race of the top scorer award. France will aim to reach the semi-finals while Morocco hopes to continue its impressive World Cup journey with another big victory. Heavy rain has caused floods and damage in many parts of India. In Maharashtra's Raigad district, around 3,000 LPG cylinders were washed away after floodwater entered a bottling plant near the Patalganga river. Officials have warned people do not touch or collect any cylinder they find. In Madhya Pradesh, a young man was swept away by the strong flow of the Ruparel river in Khargone. In Rajasthan, Ajmer, a house collapsed after heavy rain, trapping 3 people. Rescue team saved them and took them to hospital. Delhi also received heavy rains leading to waterlogging on many roads. The weather department has issued an orange alert and advised people to stay careful. That's all for today's bulletin. We'll be back with more updates next time. Until then, this is Tamanna Rizvi signing off. Have a good day.